This one's only gone and see Doctor Strange 2.
So, Doctor Strange, UK screening. All fun. Oh, sorry. So, red carpet there. Putting out the obvious. So it's just come out of Doctor Strange. We've got a number of heroes here. Doctor Strange, America Chavez's, Doctor Strange's, Captain Carter's, they're immortal. How many strangers can go? Right now. Even a Spider Girl. Really cool. I had lots of fun. Hey man. Okay. Lots of fun.
Welcome to T and J Take Over the World. This is T and I am J, and we are here to bring you entertainment, opinion and chat. But today is going to be a fun one because well, not me, he is going to give you his review of Doctor Strange 2, which I didn't get to see, so not
guilty! Spilling the tea or the coffee on Doctor Strange 2. Well, don't be a hater.
Yeah,
that I got to go see it and you didn't.
Yeah, what? How did you
see the green? I'm wearing green, but she's green all over. See her skin? She's like Jennifer Walters, the She-Hulk. Nerd! Call out. She's really angry.
It's not fair.
Oh, the abuse I got coming out when I got home. You went and saw Doctor Strange 2 without me?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you should have seen it all.
No.
The abuse.
I wasn't like that. I was good. I'm going to see it at some point, but today I want to probe you. Probe you as much. Because this is
Are you an alien?
Free. It's spoiler
Am I being abducted and probed in places I don't like?
So I'm going to get it out.
Not that kind of video, folks.
No.
No.
Not that.
Something strange.
Not that kind of party.
Oh, wow.
But T, give me your down. I'm going to probe.
So what do you want to know?
Oh,
and will it hurt?
What did you think of the movie? Like
well, number one, don't be a hater. That's in. You know, it's only one more day. I think one more sleep until the rest of you muggles get to see Doctor Strange 2, the Multiverse of Madness. Special shout out to a buddy of mine, Amma, who hooked me up. I used to do the film junket circuit all the time. So I used to see all these previews. That's as back in the day when movies, you'd see it like 3 weeks sometimes or more before release day. But with these MCUs, to avoid spoilers, they're making it so close to the wire. I'm not even sure that Spider-Man No Way Home got any screenings beforehand. I think, or maybe one or something. But anyway, anywho, you ain't going to have, I would say, as a disclaimer, well, number one, this is a spoiler-free, no spoilers. If it was Jay who'd seen it and not me, then this would be Spoilville City.
I know. I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to probe you so much. Yeah, but then again...
You're the spoiler of the two of us.
In a way, I don't want to, because obviously it will spoil what I'm going to see. Because then I'll know about the film. If it was
spoiler alert! So there's going to be no spoilers in this video, but I would suggest avoiding the internet like it was the Rona.
Yes.
Because, man, I have just gone through Twitter and different places, and I've seen the movie, and I felt spoiled, you know?
Listen,
I've seen the movie, and I felt spoiled.
I'm going to have to go and see it real soon, because otherwise, there's the John Campea show, there's other people we watch on YouTube that are going to talk about it. And I'm watch it.
John Campea doesn't spoil big Hollywood movies, does he?
He does. He's got a reviewer.
That's never happened on Campea's watch, and we're fans of Campea anyway. But anyway, so there won't be no spoilers, but I'd say avoid the internet like the plague because some massive doozies are being dropped. So I won't say any more in case I accidentally spoil anything. But in terms of expectation, I really enjoyed Doctor Strange 1 that came out in 2016, 2017. Yeah. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch was great in the role. I was all in when they were originally thinking of Joaquin Phoenix. I thought he would have been he's a very strange individual. Yeah. So I think he would have been a great Doctor Strange. But I was happy with Benedict Cumberbatch and the film was good. It was an origin story. So it's that typical set up the foundations, nothing too fancy, but it was very interesting. Yeah. The director, Scott Derrickson, he really got the character of Strange, the world. There was some great Inception inspired scenes in that. But, it was not a game changer. It was just a solid debut movie. And I remember you liked that first one, even though you probably can't remember much of it.
I think I probably need to watch the first one now. I've got to try and hunt for it. Is it going to be on Netflix?
You've got 24 hours to see it before Doctor Strange 2.
Is it going to be on Netflix? Obviously it's not going to be on Netflix, is it?
Well, that's the other thing. You don't actually have needed to have seen Doctor Strange 1 if you've seen the Avengers movies, because Doctor Strange and the new Spider-Man, he has such a key role in those movies that you know enough of the character going in to kind of catch up to speed with the life of Doctor Strange. So anywho, my expectations with this was I wasn't expecting it to be Spider-Man No Way Home because that was an event movie. I just wanted a solid entry. Was a bit worried because of the talks of reshoots. Scott Derrickson was originally meant to return to the director's chair, but they had creative differences, which happens quite a bit at Marvel, not as much as Lucasfilm, but, a bit with Marvel. And then they brought in Sam Raimi.
Oh, yeah, Sam Raimi's so good. He did the Spider-Man, the latest
all three.
One. Yeah, all
no,
three.
No, not the latest, but the original three.
Yeah, original three, that's it. Yeah, the Tobey Maguire one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did the latest one. No.
I was getting mixed up. There's been so many Spider-Mans.
So is Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider-Man. So Sam Raimi, who made the Evil Dead movies in the 80s, he was a horror, sort of comedy horror guy. He was a great fit for this movie when it was announced that he was going to direct it. And the fact that just the idea of Sam Raimi, who kicked off a lot of the sort of superhero movies of the modern era with his original Spider-Man, then followed by its sequels, him getting to play in the MCU, it's just a trip, especially with characters he brought to the screen in the original Spider-Man being in an MCU movie, No Way Home. Oh, spoiler. Well, come on. If you ain't seen, unless you're like the guy we met in Canary Wharf, the MCU Spider-Man in real flesh, if you ain't seen Spider-Man, then what are you watching this review for? You ain't our people. You're not our kind of tribe. But anyway, so I was expecting Doctor Strange 2 to go a little bit weird and wacky. It's the multiverse. I knew Wanda would be in it. That's not a spoiler. She's on the poster, people. And I'm expecting it to be multiverse, mental, crazy stuff. I was a bit worried that Doctor Strange would be lost in the shuffle because there's rumours of cameos of characters coming in. Will the X-Men be in it? Will the Fantastic Four? Will it bust open the doors of what's possible? Will there be another Spider-Man appearance in it? Because it's, maybe you get Tobey Maguire pop in. Now, I'm not going to confirm or deny if anything happens, but what I can say, being out of the cinema from watching this movie, is it is a good movie.
Wow.
Not an amazing, woo. It's not going to be, I love Spidey. It's not going to be a No Way Home kind of home run, and you're going to be doing the laps around the field. So you didn't feel
like, when you left the cinema, you didn't feel like jumping on the couch like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I love Spidey.
But
I love Strange.
Were you expecting to have that moment?
No.
Okay.
Reason why, I don't think, not every movie needs to be an event movie. I think that with Endgame and No Way Home was kind of Spider-Man's Endgame, you've got the conclusion of big storylines. With this movie, it's not a conclusion, it's an opening up of a door. So its real job, its primary job, is to give Dr. Stephen Strange an arc, a character arc from A to B, to delve into the character, to get to know him more. My worry was that he was going to be just a window dressing in his own movie. I can say, spoiler free, that's not the case. This is very much a Dr. Stephen Strange movie. Benedict Cumberbatch is not a cameo in his own movie. He is front and centre, and he's very, very good. He's always good. He's solid, our Benedict. He's dependable.
My question is, because I'm so excited, it's getting
So
me more excited.
excited.
What about Wonder? Because WandaVision's in this movie.
WandaVision's in it? You mean Wonder?
WandaVision.
WandaVision is in this. That's not a name,
WandaVision
mate.
is it within this film? Do you know what I mean? Imagine a Disney Plus TV show.
Careful, you Mike, because telekinesis is knocking all over the place.
So yeah,
Wanda Maximoff is in this movie,
So what's she like?
which is on the trailer. What's she like? Yeah, she's all right. Went out for a drink with her. She is Elizabeth Olsen. I didn't think she could top the performance in WandaVision. She tops the performance in this movie. As much as it's Doctor Strange's movie, it's also, I think, Wanda's movie.
Okay.
Again, I'm dancing around spoilers.
In what way is it Wanda's movie?
You really want to spoil this movie, don't you?
In what way? Give me the
Tell
details.
Tell me more. Did she put up a fight? Well, actually, Wanda did put up a fight, quite a strong fight. There's an emotional core. I don't think it's a spoiler to say, if you've watched WandaVision, spoilers for those who ain't seen WandaVision.
You should have watched it by now.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing here? She has a desire to find her boys, who in our universe, she conjured up in her mind, but possibly she's searching to see if they exist somewhere in the multiverse, which, as we know, the multiverse has endless possibilities. So somewhere, Wanda has kids. And because she's now the Scarlet Witch, not a spoiler, you see at the end of WandaVision, Scarlet Witch, she has powers that are breathtaking and terrifying. I think Sam Raimi definitely has his genre is horror. And there were moments in this movie with Scarlet Witch that reminded me of Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Which leads into some of my concerns and reservations to the movie. So my expectations were it was going to bust open the MCU. It does.
Yeah.
You're going to see, you're going to get hints of where the universe is going to go in terms of who it can bring in and bring out. I'm not going to go into details, but it certainly makes you think, oh, just when people are trying to count out the Marvel Cinematic Universe, no, they've just literally bust open the door now. So they can go anywhere. One of my reservations of this is it was a very, as much as it's great, Sam Raimi's a great director and he does what he does expertly, the horror, that's also some of my reservations. This is a dark movie that it's not one for the kiddies. It's not one for the small kids.
Really?
No.
Oh, why? Why is it? Why is it not for the kiddies then? Is it that dark and sort of violent?
It is violent and it is dark and it plays with the demonic and the mystical. And I think, you know, we're Christians, we're God botherers. So, you know, sometimes it can get a bit into the dark side, so to speak, you know, and the witchcraft and the sorcery. And to be honest, with comics, when I used to read back in the day, I was an X-Men guy, a Fantastic Four guy, you know, I was into the more fantastical but grounded stuff, the stuff like the mystic arts and the supernatural and the demonic. I kind of, it wasn't my jam, you know, wasn't really my jam. So if it wasn't my jam in the comics, it's not, when they've opened the door in the movies, it's still not exactly my jam. That said, there are spectacular effects. It does delve into the dark side of the dark side, so to speak. Ooh. So it's not like trying to make it glamorous to go down the road of the mystic arts.
Mine have a question for you.
Yeah,
I hope
fire away.
I'm going to try and probe a bit more now. What other characters?
Alien
Obviously,
probe.
you got Wanda. You got back of the head in the trailer is Dr. Xavier's head.
There's the back of the head of someone, but we don't want to.
It's probably him.
Yeah, but we don't want to.
It's him.
We don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Spoiler free. So
what is the
who else is in it? She's really trying to.
I'm trying to.
She's working hard for you, spoiler hounds, to get you the scoop,
they
to bring you the skinny.
They want to know.
I'm not going to be that guy.
And also as well, is there any other characters?
You've got
multiverse.
Doctor Strange and Wong.
Yeah.
Wanda, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, which we see in the trailer anyway.
America Chavez. I can't remember the actress' name, but she's very good. She's a character known in the comics. She has the power to cross the multiverse, to literally open up the multiverse and go into the different dimensions, the different universes.
Yeah.
And she's kind of the MacGuffin. She's the one that everything revolves around, basically. You've got variants. You have cameos.
So who's a cameo?
Which I will not say.
No, tell me now.
Who's
a cameo?
Avoid the internet at all costs. But what I will say is that the good thing is that though those cameos are exciting, you're like, where the cameos at?
Tell me one.
Where
one
cameos?
One cameo.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on now.
No.
One cameo.
Though the cameos are good,
yeah.
I'm pleased to report that it's not. It doesn't override what the movie says on the title character, Doctor Strange. And I think I was concerned that it was just going to be a big promo, a big advert for, let's throw this in, let's throw that in. A lot of people, when they've heard about the multiverse, have been worried that it's not going to, it's going to go too wild. It's going to do too crazy. Because in the comics, it went convoluted. If it keeps at this level, there's just enough sprinkled in, peppered in to make it nice and to make, it can go in different directions without it actually being a cheat, a gimmick. Oh, let's just bring in this person, this is a guest of the week. It actually does tell a good story, and it does leave with more of where they can go with Doctor Strange. That's what I'll tease. It really does stick the landing in terms of being a Doctor Strange movie and him being central. And it's clever because he was central in Endgame, where he says the choice. People forget Iron Man clicked his finger to get rid of Thanos, but it was Doctor Strange with that finger gesture that both provoked Tony Stark to do that as a callback, but also in Infinity War, it was his call. Doctor Strange made a call that affected the universe. And I think rather than just breeze past that, this movie kind of acknowledges the pivotal role that Doctor Strange has in the MCU, and based on those specific movies that we saw. Rather than just be like another day in the neighborhood, it's like, no, these events take a toll. So...
Wow. Do you think from this movie, they're going to make a Doctor Strange... If it does really well, box office, they're going to make another one, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Doctor Strange 3.
Doctor Strange 3.
Whatever the title of that film is.
Yeah. Doctor Strange 3, so...
I'm so intrigued by this movie. I need to go and see it very soon. Otherwise, I'm going to end up seeing like loads of spoilers.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard to go around the internet, so I need to go and see it soon.
Listen, why you do that? Why do that? Why you do that?
The fact that you couldn't even get an extra ticket for me, right?
I know, but it was a good buddy of mine from the circuit, of the movie watching circuit. He remembered his old friend and said, "You know what? I've got a spare ticket.
Nice.
I've got a golden ticket."
That's a nice friend.
So, but I'm back. We're back on the movie watching game. The cinemas are open. The Rona has sort of, allowed us to go to the cinema again. Next MCU villain, Rona.
So what would
Forget Galactus or Thanos.
What would you give this movie out of 10 then?
I would give...
You said at the start, it doesn't let you jump off the seat like, I love Caleb.
Okay, I'm going to give when we've both seen it, we'll give a proper review once it's out, maybe a spoiler review. I will say Cumberbatch is fantastic. Elizabeth Olsen, I think, almost steals the show. The actress who plays America Chavez, she's a great, I don't know if it's her first gig, but she's, she's pretty good in the role. Wong, fantastic again, great comedic. The chemistry between Wong and Strange is fantastic. It's just really fun, and they've kept it. Good to see Chiwetel Ejiofor again, not a spoiler. He's in the trailer and the TV spots. And I'm glad that he got a chance to play in this sequel, because he was kind of teased at the end of Doctor Strange 1. There is an element of, I can feel where there was rewrites and reshoots in this.
Oh, how did you sense that, Tony?
It just felt like it just felt a bit like some bits just a feeling of things just being kind of clunky. Like
So do you think they might have got a different writer or something like that, or two writers on there that came with their own?
Michael Waldron, who wrote the Loki show, which was great, he wrote this, so it seems consistent with that. But I think what it is, for example, this is a spoiler again, but not of this movie, but if you ain't seen No Way Home, Ned, Doctor Strange 2 was supposed to come out before Spider-Man No Way Home. So remember when Ned had the power to open up portals? That wasn't originally in the film. Right. It was going to be the character America Chavez, who's in Doctor Strange, but she was going to be, Doctor Strange's assistant in that movie doing that. But because the Rona caused things to be changed, she couldn't be, they didn't want to introduce her in No Way Home because it undercuts the introduction in Doctor Strange. So they gave the power to open the portals to Ned. Right. And it's clunky and it feels a bit contrived. Like, Ned suddenly's got ability to open a portal, but it was a necessary change.
So is that your only criticism about the movie? That is a bit clunky. I'm sure there's others, but you can't go too much into detail, can you?
I can't go because
you're spoiling it. Not even like one more detail.
No, that's all you're getting for scraps. But I will say, really, really, really glad that what this movie does is it really opens up the possibilities of the MCU in new directions, in ways where I'm really excited about what's coming next. As much as I really dug this movie, I'm giving this movie probably a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe 8, about 7.5. It's difficult because that may sound low, but I like the movie a lot. But it's not one that... And that's okay. It's like 7.5, maybe pushing towards the 8.
It's quite low, actually. I thought you were going to give it like at least 8.
Maybe
8.
an 8. Maybe a second watch I'll give it.
7.5 is low.
Maybe on second watch I'll give it an 8.
I haven't even watched the movie.
You know what I mean? And she's judging my, talk to the hand. Magic. That's magic. Maybe on a second viewing it'll bump up, because usually for me watching it a second time, but it's not bad. I think that people are expecting a game-changing movie every time. I just found this a very solid, enjoyable romp, and it's no negativity. It's almost like these junkets. If people are not coming out of the premiere saying it's the second coming of cinema, then the movie sucks. It's like, no, some movies are exceptionally great. And also for reviewers, you won't trust us if we say every new Marvel movie is the best thing ever, because you're like, you said that last one. There's got to be a bar. There's got to be a metric. This is a solid, good movie. Sam Raimi very much was allowed to let loose in his style. I think it's going to get better with each watch. It does introduce and pepper some things in the MCU that open up loads of possibilities. It's a good time.
Oh, is it better than the first one? This Doctor Strange? Is that a hard one?
Yes and no.
Okay, because sequels are really hard, aren't they? Yeah. Sequel films, they're really hard to either get it right or you don't get it right.
It's different. It lacks some of the uniqueness of the first Doctor Strange. And of course you miss people like the Ancient One and stuff like that. Controversy aside, I actually think Tilda Swinton was good as the Ancient One. I like that whole vibe. It's different. It's different. I'd say it's
different. How though? How's it different? You got to explain so that I understand, because I'm someone I haven't been to. I've not watched the movie.
Neither of you watching now.
They want to know.
Well, if you want to know more, watch out. We'll do a spoiler review, especially when this one gets a chance to get a golden ticket and see it too, and then we'll go deep into those cameos, what we believe the implications are for the MCU moving forward, and some of the details of what I thought was just on point, and one of the things I thought was a bit... Little special shout out. I saw some great cosplayers there that you might be able to see on screen now that really lit up the experience. You know, in the UK, we're a little bit reserved. In America, woo, yeah, people go nuts in America. In UK cinemas, they're quite reserved and conservative. But shout out to these guys who literally dressed up. They came out, rather than tuxedos and bow ties for a special event, they came out fully Marvelized. Great. And particularly a shout as well to, I got to meet one of the cyber nerds at the screening that I just came out of, and he was really nice. And it was, I said, yo, we watch your channel, your shows all the time. And he was very humble with it. And I like to support those who love what we love and do it very, very well. They are excellent. So check out the cyber nerds. You probably, if you're watching and you haven't, I mean, I think everyone knows who they are, but if you haven't, check them out. They'll do probably a more enthusiastic review of this movie than I am. But anywho, if for more entertainment reviews and stuff, what can they do, Jay?
Yeah, if for more entertainment, opinion, chat, you can check us out on Instagram or Facebook. And we also have a weekly podcast on all platforms.
And of course, subscribe, you know, so you can watch us here on YouTube. Don't leave us out. Don't show us the YouTube love. But anyway, so that's been us. That's been Doctor Strange 2. Go see it. Stay away from the internet. You know, put blindfolds around your eyes. Walk around like, you know, get someone to help guide you around your everyday life, because you don't want to see the spoilers, because it will just ruin the movie. This one tried, but I've been through, feel like I'm a prisoner of war being tortured for information.
Listen, I've got to see it very soon, because literally if I'm on the internet or on YouTube, and yesterday I even almost went onto a channel that was doing a review on it.
We better go now before spoilers. See you later, bye!
Bye! Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please subscribe below, where also we have more videos on entertainment, opinion, and chat. You're really going to enjoy it. Also, if you really enjoy it that much, we have a weekly podcast on all platforms. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.